guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is CJ and I post makeup videos here on YouTube, which is what you are so kindly watching right now. Today I'm going to be doing a subscription box review type video. Some of these boxes are beauty related, some of them are clothing, one of them is fragrance, two of them are food. I will obviously do the makeup and the hair care ones first, and then I'll give you kind of a heads up after those, just in case you don't care about the more lifestyle sort of stuff, so you can click out if you want, whatever. It's cool. I respect that. But so if you don't know, subscription boxes, you basically pay like a flat fee every month, and depending upon the box, like some boxes you can pick out what you want, some it's basically just like a Christmas present, like you don't know exactly what you're gonna get. You open it and it's a huge surprise. I have I have 8 boxes that I'm going to be reviewing today, and yeah, I'm actually really excited to film this video. I was doing some research into them earlier, so I can give you like the pricing breakdowns of everything, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna let you know if I think purchasing it is not smart. That's not the best way to have said that, but that's all I could think of at the moment. All right, so first, I'm just gonna get it out because everyone knows, if you've seen any of my videos, you know I am an avid Boxycharm lady, gal, person, whatever. I get Boxycharm every single month. I've been a Boxycharm subscriber for years now. I do the Boxy Luxe subscription box. So there are 3 different Boxycharm box things. So you can just do the base box every single month. $25 a month, you get 5 items a month, and it's usually always worth over $175 a month. Then you can do the premium box, which is $35 a month, so that's $10 more. It's usually worth over $215 a box, and you get 6 to 7 items. So if you're willing to pay a little bit more, you might get more better products. It just depends. Or you can do a Boxy Luxe subscription, which that is what I do, and that is when you spend the $25 a month. So you just do like the base box every month, and then every month at the end of a quarter, so it's March, June, September, December, then you pay $50 for your box, but your box is worth over $395, and you get 8+ items. So I've gotten really good stuff out of my Boxycharm Luxe. Just this past one, if you saw it, I'll put it right here. I got the Sunday Riley Good Jeans, like AHA, BHA, like chemical exfoliant thing, and that thing's already worth like just like $90. So already more than just the box itself. So if you have the funds to spend on it, I think Boxycharm is great. It has led me on to so many products that I absolutely love, that I use every single day. I think it's totally worth it if you have the extra money. If you don't, it's really just a luxury, obviously. I mean, it's just, you know, extra stuff to try out. So I love it. I think it's great. And yeah, that's that one. So next is going to be Ipsy, which Ipsy I did use for about a year, I think, while I was in college. I think Ipsy was like the first really like beauty makeup subscription box, subscription bag. I remember getting like, it was like the neon pink little popper, like bubble pop packaging or whatever. I remember when I got it, I think it was only $9.99 a month, but then when I looked online, it is starting at $12 a month. So I guess they've increased their price, so that means I don't use it anymore. When I got it, I think they had honestly just started out. I mean, it was back in like, I was still in college, so I'm pretty sure it was like 2013, 2014, because I was living at this certain apartment. I just have that memory stuck in my head. But I remember getting it through like 2013, 14, so I think it was kind of when they first started, and I didn't love it. What I remember from Ipsy was just getting all sample products, but they weren't good samples. Like, it was samples from like obscure brands you had never heard about, which now that, you know, I'm like more into like the beauty thing, I'm like, oh, okay, well that doesn't really mean anything. Like, a lot of times indie brands are better, you know. But back then, I mean, and even the products weren't great, and some of them you could only use once. Like, it wasn't a trial size, it was a single-use product. And they just, nothing was like too terribly exciting. I remember getting like a balm eyeshadow that was like that big. I'm trying to remember the stuff. That's honestly, for some reason, that's the only thing I can remember getting out of my Ipsy bag was a balm eyeshadow. But I just remember thinking this is not worth it. It's obviously way cheaper than Boxycharm, but I feel like it's kind of obvious by the stuff that you get in it. Now, again, I haven't used that subscription, like I haven't used Ipsy in forever, like in years. I think I canceled it probably like a year within using it. I probably only used it for a year or so. So I don't know if it's gotten any better. I would hope so if they've already increased their price, because now it's $12 a month starting and you get 5 products a month. And it didn't say full size, like trial size, anything like that. So I don't know if you're getting like an actual like full size thing, or if you're getting just like a super like small sample like I got when I was a subscriber. But I don't think Ipsy's worth it. I'm so sorry. Alright, so next I was gonna do like a whole video about Function of Beauty, but just like I felt like it wouldn't be that long or interesting of a video because it's just like one little topic. So Function of Beauty is the customizable shampoo and conditioner. Recently they've expanded. I think they're doing like customizable skincare now, and they've got like other stuff, not just shampoo, conditioner. When I tried it, I think I tried it first like 2 years ago. It was just the shampoo and the conditioner. So you go online, you fill out a quiz, you know, what's your hair type? Is it thin, curly, wavy? Do you have an oily scalp? Do you have dry ends? All this stuff. And so they'll make you your own little formula of shampoo and conditioner, and then you can pick the colors, you can pick the scent. If you want a scent, it can be unscented, and then you can even put your name on the bottle. So mine said like Function of Chelsea, because that's my name, not CJ, but anyway, so it said Function of Chelsea. It was cute. It was really cool. I loved the conditioner. I loved the shampoo and the conditioner, but this stuff is so overpriced. Like, I love it, and maybe if I had just money to throw away, I say that probably not even, because I hope I would be smarter with my funds than that. But okay, so when I went on to like my previous order, right, it was $36 before tax. So with tax, I live in Louisiana, so with tax it was like right at 40 bucks for one 8-ounce shampoo and one 8-ounce conditioner. So it was, what's half of 36? It was $18 per product. That's expensive for a shampoo conditioner. I know a lot of people spend more on it. If you have the funds to do that, totally feel free. If I spend more than $10 on a singular shampoo or singular conditioner, I will berate myself. That's all I'm gonna put out there. I thought they were incredible. I got the eucalyptus scent. I really liked it. Very strong. I'd probably pick another scent just to try it if I ever did do it again. But I will say it just... And this what, like, okay, it's a subscription box. Not really, because like you can... You know, you can do like a recurring order or whatever. And because I thought of it as a subscription box, because I unfortunately did click subscription, and it was when I really didn't have the money to spend almost $50 on a shampoo and conditioner. And I remember having to call customer service and be like, oh my god, I didn't want this again. But I mean, it was my fault. So, but anyway, it's not a subscription box, but it is one of those things you can set up to like recur every single month. And I just thought it should be included in this because it just felt oddly similar to everything else that I'm talking about. But yeah, Function of Beauty, awesome, great, expensive. So just depends on where you are monetarily. Alright, so next is my new favorite. It's not my new favorite, but it's something I just started a few months ago and I've kind of been loving, and it is ScentBird. I know they sponsor like a lot of people. I have 26 subscribers, so they're not sponsoring me. But anyway, it is a subscription fragrance site. So what you can do is you go online, you take a little quiz on like, you know, what kind of smells you like what you want your fragrances to do for you. Do you want to wear them on a night out? Do you want to wear them every single day? Do you like it warm, flirty, spicy, whatever? And it gives you some recommendations, and you can also go on and kind of like add ones that you've tried in the past, you know, and you can like kind of see what family that fell in. And so it'll give you like one of my favorites of all time is the Giorgio Armani C perfume. And so you can go and you can search that and it'll give you the notes of it, and you can click that and it'll go and show you other perfumes that are similar to it. And so you can build up your queue. And so every single month you get one of your cues sent to you. Some of the perfumes, okay, so one of the perfumes, they do last you an entire month. I will not lie. If you spray it every single day, which typically I do, and I do like a few spritzes, you know, I don't like shy away from it. It does last you at least, it lasts you 30 days, if not more. Because I know sometimes I've had to like, you know, use it up to where, like when I knew I was getting my new one. So you'll get this little thing. Okay, so in your first box, you get this little twist up container. And so then every month after that, you get your fragrance. So it's just like this little travel size. You drop it in here, you twist it up, and you can spritz it. Super cute. They have different colors. I just got the white one because I'm boring. Yeah, it's really good. Some of the fragrances are like premium price. So I think it's like $5 extra because just like, you know, some perfumes are like $120 at Sephora while some are like $80. So those ones that are like normally like $120, it is going to be $5 more, but they will tell you that before you put it in your cart or in your queue to get it sent to you. So that's honestly up to you. It's $20 for a 30-day part of it. I don't know. I love it. I have found my all-time, like my new favorite perfume ever. I mentioned it in my last video, which was my 2020 favorites. It's the Bulgari Goldea, the Roman Night. I think that's what it's called, right? Yes. Bulgari Goldea, the Roman Night. This is my absolute new favorite perfume. And I just think for someone who, okay, perfumes are really expensive, okay? And so it's really hard to like, you know, especially when, okay, so you go to the store and you get like a $20 little roller ball. Okay, that's $20. You don't know the longevity of it. You don't know if you like the fragrance as it wears on your skin. You can test it out and be like, oh, I like that smell a lot. But how does it last on your skin chemistry? You know what I mean? Like, scents just are so different depending on who you are, your body chemistry, all that. So I feel like this is just such a good way, especially if you're just in the market for a new, like, everyday, if you're trying to find like your everyday salt of the earth, just your fragrance, like the one that just lasts well on you, you love, people around you compliment you on it, it works well with your body chemistry. I think it's just really good. I think it's a lot more cost effective than just trying other perfume samples from like Sephora or Ulta or anything like that, especially because there is such a categorization behind it, I guess. You know, you can just go on and it'll show you fragrances of like the same family, fragrances that are similar, fragrances that other people rated similarly, stuff like that. I just think it's really, really good. So if you have the extra $15 a month, I do honestly, I think ScentBird's worth it. Even now that I'm unemployed, I'm still on it, so. And it is kind of fun because, you know, like scents tie you back to memories. So it is cool having like a different scent every month. So like, you know, if you ever smell it again, you'll be like, oh, I remember the month I got this. That's the month I did that. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's really fun. It's cool. All right. So next is Stitch Fix. Okay. I do love Stitch Fix. Okay. Let me preface. It's really expensive though. So what it is, Stitch Fix is a clothing subscription box. So you go online, you fill out the quiz on your style preferences, you fill in your weight, your height, your chest size, your, you know, inseam if you're a male. Maybe they asked the females that, honestly. It was forever ago that I took the quiz. I don't really remember. But, you know, you say what kind of size you typically wear and things, your typical, what you do wear every day. Like, what do you wear to work? Is it business casual or is it more casual? And you'll get a stylist assigned to you. It's really not as fancy as it sounds. It's like you never talk to them personally. At least I never did with mine. And what they do is it charges you $20 every single box. And they will send you, usually it's like 5 or 6 clothing items. I've gotten a purse before. I've gotten purses multiple times. I've gotten shoes. And you can choose what to keep from that box. And if what you choose to keep adds up to at least $20, then that initial $20 styling fee that you paid will go towards that. So if you decide to keep like $21 worth of the product, you will only additionally have to pay $1 once you send everything else in the box back. Oh, you wanna come with me? She's gonna stay with me. But anyway, so that's kind of what the gist of Stitch Fix is. My problem with Stitch Fix was how expensive all the stuff was. So even when like you go online, it can ask you like what price do you want to pay per shirt, per whatever. I would get, I mean, I remember getting stuff, it was like $50 shirts or like $50 blouses. And I'm just like, okay, no ma'am. That's just not my lifestyle. That's not the life I choose for myself. I'm not spending that much money on a shirt. I'm just not. Especially like the job I was working, it was very casual. I didn't have to dress up that often. Some of the stuff is my absolute favorite. Like the stuff they got right, they got so right. And I will say their sizing mechanism, however they do their sizing, is A+. Like all the jeans I got from them fit me A+. Like I don't know how they did it, what that was, but I will say, if you are making really good money and you don't have student loan debt, if you don't have credit card debt, if you have an extra, typically, like if you keep everything from the box, which is rare that you want to, because I remember there would be some months where like I would absolutely love like 3 of the things, but then they sent me like a paisley jumpsuit and I'm like, that's not mine, that's not for me, sorry. But like, so most of the months you don't get the entire box, just because some of the stuff is very hit and miss. But even if you do get the entire box, usually it's like $150. And that was me putting like basically the lowest tier pricing on everything because I'm a cheap bitch. So I will say I really liked Stitch Fix. They gave me stuff that I would never have bought for myself otherwise, but that I am incredibly glad that I do own. I have worn, like, my 2 favorite shirts of all time are from Stitch Fix. So if you have the money to spend on it, I do think it's worth it. But if you do, it is a very pricey, at least for me. If clothes are something that you're willing to spend more on, like if that's just like, I'm much more willing to spend money on home stuff. So like dishes, bedding, sheets, stuff like that. I will spend more money on that, but I know some people are completely the opposite and they don't care about the home stuff. They want nice clothes, and that's totally fine. That's your thing. That's how my sister is. So I feel like it's kind of just your whole shtick on what you want and how you want to spend your money. I do think it's really, really good, and I will say I do love some of the stuff they've given me. Some of the stuff has broken me out of my style box. I thought it was really, really good, but it is pricey. Okay, so next is Bootay Bag. So this is a very niche subscription box. I have 3 dogs, okay? And if you are a dog owner and you are a woman, you know how oddly obsessed your dogs can get with your underwear, your used underwear. Yes, I'm gonna go there. It's disgusting, I know it is, but dogs love used underwear. And so I don't have much underwear because I will accidentally leave it on the floor after taking a bath or taking a shower, or they will even go into the laundry room and grab it. And so I am someone who frequently finds myself wearing old swimsuit bottoms as underwear because I have no other option. All right, so Bootay Bag is, I actually researched underwear subscription boxes. This was the one that I thought was the best deal. They had the cutest underwear. It is, okay, it's $15 a month, but you get 2 pairs of underwear. Every single pair that I have gotten is absolutely, well, no, okay, there was one I was like, nah, not my fave. But every other single pair I have gotten fit me like a dream and are super, super, super cute. And it's only $15 for 2 pairs. So that's like a $7.50 basically a pair. That's really not bad. That's comparable to Target, but it's cuter, nicer quality than Target, all that stuff. So it's decent, it's cute, but if my dogs eat it, which they have already eaten like a couple of the pairs, you don't get super angry because you didn't spend that much money on it. You know what I mean? I think it's totally worth it, but I do think it's a very niche need for an underwear subscription box. So I will say, I don't think everyone in the world needs this, but if you find yourself in the same situation that I was with the like the swimsuit bottom thing, then maybe you should look into Bootay Bag, as it's called. It's Bootay Bag. Okay, so that is the end of the makeup, hair, clothing stuff. The other 2 are meal subscription boxes. So if you are at all inclined to hear about my opinions on those, stay tuned. If not, nice talking to you. I hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe. All right, so I have tried 2 meal subscription boxes in my lifetime. One was the ever so famous HelloFresh, and the other one was Dinnerly. So HelloFresh, I'll go into first. I love HelloFresh. It's incredibly expensive. Most people, you can find a code for like $80 off, like your first 3 boxes. It's like not $80 off like a bag or a box, but it's like, okay, so it's 80 for, or it applies to like those all 3 bags. So it's like $80 for 4 bags. It's $20 off per bag, but you have to get the 4 bags to get it. Does that make sense? I will say, okay, some of me and my boyfriend's favorite meals have come from HelloFresh like boxes. They have this balsamic fig chicken that my boyfriend will ask for literally twice a week. Like, I swear to God, it's his favorite. Oh, and then the freaking, we call them beluga bowls because they're stupid, but they're the like Korean beef bulgogi bowls. They're not my favorite. I'm not like a huge spicy Asian I like spicy like Cajun stuff, but like spicy Asian stuff like that, that's not my jam. Totally his though. But I mean, some of our favorite absolute meals have come from HelloFresh boxes. I think it is so good. I do think it's pretty heftily priced. So I did the math. So when Zach and I got ours, it was $60 for a month, and that was a box that we didn't have a promo code applied to. So most promo codes that you find online, they're for like your first 3 boxes. So it gets you hooked on the really good food. But then after your first 3 boxes, they're like, no, we're gonna charge you like out the ass for this food. Which, it's a good business model. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's great, whatever. But it came out, okay, $60 a month. So I think it was 3 meals for 2 people. Okay, so that breaks down to $10 per serving, which I know doesn't sound like that much, but that's pretty pricey. Okay, like the meals I can make at home to go like shopping and get are usually cheaper than that if I count it like per serving. You know, if we're like putting leftovers away, all that kind of stuff. But what I will say about HelloFresh, they do give you this beautifully big printed out recipe card. It breaks down everything. Some of the things, they say it's like you can cook them in under 30 minutes. I'm a decent cook. I will say, I think I'm okay. But some of them took me closer to an hour. Maybe it's just because I was like having a little too much fun with my like cooking dinner wine, whatever. I don't know. But I will say, I don't think all of them are as easy and like time efficient as they claim to be. Some of like our beef beluga bulgogi bowls, you have to like pickle cucumber. Like they get pretty intense, which I will say it comes out perfectly. Like it's great, but I do think like they're like 30 minutes or less. No, I think some of them for most people take at least 45 to an hour, but some of them don't take that much. It just depends on the meal. But you can go online, you can choose the meals that you get in your box. They have vegetarian options, they have bigger boxes for those with kids. You can pick how often you get your box, you know, all that stuff. It's very customizable. I do think it's kind of pricey, but I will say whenever we have more money, Zach and I, because like the virus is over and we both have jobs, all that stuff, we probably will, maybe not like, we'll probably do it like once a month, like 1 week out of the month, because we do find some really golden recipes out of there. And I despise going to the grocery store. So I will say getting it just sent to my house and all that, golden, love it. So on that same note, we also tried Dinnerly. So HelloFresh, as I said, was it's not very priced, but it's pretty pricey, right? And so I was looking for like maybe a cheaper alternative to HelloFresh. And so the cheapest one I found was Dinnerly. And so that's what we tried. And it is cheaper. It's only $4.29 a serving. So it's half the price of HelloFresh. But I will say, the card that you get in HelloFresh, you don't get that from Dinnerly. On the one from Dinnerly, you either print it out yourself, which I don't think most people nowadays have a printer at their house. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know we do not. Or you can just read it on your like phone or whatever. But I do think it's much, much easier just to have like the big printed out one. So just take that as you will. And the meals just weren't that great. Like they were just kind of like uninspired, as stupid as that sounds. Like it's something that I would think of like when we have just like the bare, but like if we haven't gone to the grocery store in 6 days and I'm trying to come up with something to cook for dinner so I don't have to go to the store, that's the kind of meal that I would come up with. The Dinnerly meal. Like it wasn't like HelloFresh does give you meals that are just like so you would never think to make them, but once you do, you're just like, oh God. This, you're just like, oh God, okay. You know what I mean? It's just, it wasn't anything fun or crazy or inspired. I just remember it being very lackluster and not even worth it being, like I say, HelloFresh is totally, if you have the money for it, totally worth it. Dinnerly, if you have the money for it, still don't think it's worth it. Just find your favorite recipes online, go to like meal prep, plan, whatever, go to the grocery store, you're golden. That one was not for me, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, those are my opinions on, I've counted this like 7 times, I still can't tell, on 8 different subscription boxes that I have tried in my life. And yeah, I honestly, I love subscription boxes. I think they're super dope. Like, I've gotten a bunch of my friends onto them, like, you know, and it's really fun to see. Some of them love them, some of them don't like them. I think it's just, it really depends, mainly if you have like the extra money for it, you know, or depending on like how much, like if you think it's worth what you're gonna get. Like, I know a lot of people who are much more into like health and fitness, they love the FabFitFun box because you get like healthy stuff in there. Not my jam, obviously. But anyway, so like, I mean, it just really depends on what's important to you, your family, your household, yourself, whatever, what kind of money you have, what you're looking for. If you like to be able to pick things like, you know, the HelloFresh, the Dinnerly, the Function of Beauty, stuff like, and ScentBird, those, you can like go and pick out what you want. You know what I mean? You can pick what you want and it just gets sent to you for like a fraction of the cost you would normally pay for it. But then other ones, you know, it's like a surprise thing. Like, you don't know exactly what you're gonna get. Some months are better than others. Sometimes, like, some months of my Boxycharm, I love it. Sometimes I hate it and I use one of the products and give the rest away. It just totally depends on your preferences, what you want out of a subscription box. But yeah, so that's what I thought about those. I hope you liked this video. I hope you're doing okay wherever you are in this world. I just had indigestion. Sorry about that. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment. What subscription boxes do you like actively subscribe to? Do you subscribe to any of them? I'm just like, I don't know. I love like hearing from people like what kind of subscription boxes they really love, because it's just, it's always so different, you know, based on the person, as I said. Crazy how that works. But yeah, if you're wondering what's on my eyes, balls, I'm actually really proud about it. I thought it was super cute. I was listening to Smoky Glow and her fiance's podcast, the Middle Ground podcast, as I did it. This is the Raw Beauty Kirsty ColourPop at Forest Sight eyeshadow palette, nothing else. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.